And whatever you do, don't let it fall into the wrong hands.
If I recall correctly, you guys had descended to this second level of the tomb and done a little bit of exploring. To the north, you explored a painted green devil face that had a dark cavity in the center of its mouth. You explored down a rope and discovered another room with a dead body that presumably had triggered a trap in that room, which enabled you to use the shield, I think, to turn the sarcophagus to rust and retrieve the item within, which was the rod, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Cool. And I think that possessed Caesar. Well, you presume, gather, guess, and he has since used that rod to cast a series of random effects. But before we get to that,
Classic
you
rod
also
boy.
you went east to discover a ring, seemingly going north and south.
We call it the
in a big-
Hyperloop.
Yeah, in a big 360 degree. And north of this, on the northern curve of this ring, was a corpse of a goat man with a staff that had a goat statue on the staff, and a journal and a spell book, I think, clutched in the dead goat man's clutches. You realized after going to the top of this ring that it took you into some sort of very similar but slightly different in some ways version of the tomb. And it wasn't exactly the same because not all changes that you made in one were reflected in the other, etc., etc. So then you went into the
It was like a clean version.
Yeah, that's one
It
way of
didn't have all
thinking
the
about it.
corpses in
Didn't
it.
contain a corpse.
Yeah. And then you went further east to discover a room that had a sarcophagus in it, and Moa was unable to discern what religious affiliation it had. There was also sunshine from the ceiling. You, after much deliberation, decided to open the sarcophagus, whereby the rock of the above the entrance started to descend, and you all ran out, and eventually heard the distant sound of trickling, which you presumed to be some sort of liquid, or maybe wine, as it smells like wine in there. Then that
Moa was
brings
like,
us
this
back.
whole room a trap. Get out of here. And everyone else was like, well, better spring it.
And that's where we left off, I believe.
Caesar wants to use his stone cunning on the now dented wall to find out how much hit points a stone block
Oh,
has.
yeah. Caesar fired 40 gems at it.
Did 40 bludgeoning damage to it.
Okay. You want to use stone cunning to determine how much the
How much
the wall
damage
still
it
has
did.
left.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me
Your 40 tiny chips against a 5-foot cube of a stone.
Stone, yeah.
Give me a what is it called? Perception or no, investigation check with advantage because of stone cunning.
Okay. Is it rolled up? Yeah. Ooh,
19. Technically a natural 20.
nice.
Nice. Okay. So, how many gems did you fire? Do you remember?
40.
40 gems.
40 gems.
It was 40.
Wow.
It was a 1d4 times 10, right?
Yep.
Wow. Okay. It did a grand total of, you approximate 4% of its total HP.
Right, boys. Let's do the one again. No.
Wait,
no,
we don't
no,
want
no,
to break
no.
through this.
Yeah, we do.
Right.
It's a flooding trap.
Like-
Opening. Do you know what floodgates are?
Do you know what flooding is?
Do you know what liquid is?
All of these are
You
good
know-
questions.
Okay, let's say that you were standing next to a swimming pool, right?
Yeah.
But instead of next to it, you were under it. And then you wanted to make a hole up into it?
I see where you're going with this. It depends on
C,
how big
that's
the
a
hole...
good word. Yes, C. Now you started to understand.
Okay. So what are we going to do then?
Check
Look,
out
I mean,
somewhere
we
else.
have a few other ways around here.
Yeah.
There is the door to the south we haven't tried yet.
Yeah, there's
we-
loads.
Like, as much as anything else, I feel like this particular room isn't going anywhere, so we can always come back.
You could also go look in the ghost realm, in the shadow realm.
I am
Have we sprung,
I'm unhappy
sprung
about
the
that
trap
idea.
in the shadow realm?
We sprung this trap in the Shadow Realm. And we saw that the trap sprung, but there were no bodies anywhere. It seemed empty.
Okay, well, guess we should go look at what else.
Some other
this-
doors. Yeah, we could
Somewhere
look at some
else?
other doors.
To the other place.
Yeah, let's go farm up level 10.
Good thing
Says
we're playing
said
against speed
said the
boundaries.
said actually, to be fair, actually I'm not actually too sure of all of the characters to break the fourth wall. Like my first thought went
He's
to
not
Jax,
breaking
but then
the fourth
but then
wall.
but
He's
then
just
but
played
then but then
role-playing
but then
games a lot in
but then
character.
but then Scramble maybe would actually be.
He's not breaking the fourth wall. He's just a nerd.
Is anyone picking up any of the gems that are currently scattered along the floor?
Oh, sure.
gems,
We
you
haven't
say?
done that. Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I presumed you were doing it because you fired them out.
I mean, no, they're
Yeah, okay.
literally everywhere in the corridor.
All right. Okay, let's all gather up. Okay, boys, let's all gather up these gems.
Yo, let's do it.
Can I
How
just
much
do
are
a
they
basic
worth?
appraisal of one
Are
of them?
they money?
You can do an appraisal. I just need to track down the item.
spell.
I gave visibility to.
Yeah, it's they're each worth one
Caesar.
gold piece.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
so we just gained 40 gold pieces between us.
Effectively glass.
Free.
No,
money.
no. Come on. A gold piece for a chunk of glass. You getting ripped off in wizard school.
Well, it has been nicely shaped and carved into
Look,
a
you must be
gem-like
buying.
shape.
You must be buying glass on a Tory contract.
All right, I've counted 10
Like, I don't really buy
gold
glass.
pieces in gems.
Should we just split it up?
I'm happy for just money to be
Should
all
we give?
dumped
Let's
in one
give
place,
a.
but
No, but these are fun. These are like actual gems, so we can play little gambling games with them.
right, okay,
So Orvex can get. We get 8 each, and Orvex gets 8 as well.
right, okay.
Oh,
I've got
thank
8
you.
gold
That's
pieces.
so generous.
Caesar gems.
Yeah,
Gemerus.
try and hold on to them, dude.
All right. Let's go
Never
out.
mind, next time we long rest.
All right, let's do a pool, boys. Everyone one gem. Who's gonna get hit by the next trap?
Oh, that kind of game. Oh.
I bet Fleet's gonna
Orvex
be-
hands out 5 gems and says, "Please let it not be me."
Wait,
Well,
what?
who you picking, Fleeb? Who you betting?
I'm
make a
picking.
note.
I'm picking you.
Scramble?
Caesar.
Oh shit! It's gonna be me, isn't it? Fuck.
Caesar?
Fleeb.
Orvex?
I was hoping my bet would appease the gods and it wouldn't be me, but if it isn't me, I think Caesar seems strong. I think he could handle it.
Okay, and I'm gonna let's even things out. I'm gonna pick Scramble. Okay.
I like
so,
those odds.
If it's Caesar, Orvex and
Wait,
Orvex and Scramble split the pot. Oh yeah,
I
sorry, I
can't
should
believe
write.
Rogues copying. Ugh.
I'll say just before you complete those calculations, as Fleeb, you cross that part of the southern wall along this central.
I've already set one off.
the money
this-
boys.
As you walk along the like balcony of this central open chamber, you see 3 oval holes are carved into a 9-foot wide, 9-foot high stone door at about human head height. As you approach, 3 humanoid heads stick out of the holes, each covered in putrid flesh and gnashing their teeth on an iron bit bolted to what appears to be a chain bridle. And it sounds like this.
No, Jesus. Oh, all right.
Is that?
Oh,
Did he? Is that? That's not a trap, right? He didn't get hurt, so he didn't get hit by it. So
It's
so
just-
no,
it's
no
just-
money, no
it's
money
just-
yet. Caesar,
it's
get
ju-
involved.
it's just a horrible door.
He currently takes no damage.
Aww.
Okay.
I'm gonna
so,
take the dodge action.
Okay.
Do any of them have
And
like
whistle
a
for my shield
triangular
up.
shaped head, or what's the other skull that we've got?
A cube and a pyramid.
Yeah, they don't happen to have
They don't-
weirdly shaped heads.
They don't appear to be skeletal, just like rotten, humanoid, fleshy people.
And they're just,
they're
like,
just heads coming out of a door.
You can see beyond. There's a neck and dark shadows of maybe shoulders, but all you can see is the heads coming out of these 3 holes.
and they're not they're not talking or making any discernible noise other than gnashing and.
No, I mean, I was tempted to say that they say brains, but they don't.
Ah, they must
Is
have
there
poor
anything? Is
sunlight.
there any intelligence to them with the helm?
That is a good question. Its threshold, I think, is 4 or something, right?
Something
like that. I think 4 is right.
You
from memory.
discern no conscious intelligence.
So,
Okay. It
so
might be
are,
three, but
are the holes in a row?
Yes, they are.
And they're all sticking their heads out.
That's right.
Yes.
Cool. Lightning bolt.
No one. Alright.
I was gonna put a snack in their mouth.
Dexterity saving
gonna-
throws.
Wish them the top of the morning and then walk past.
Okay, so I'm going to say that's all failures. So they take how much damage?
Roll 8d6. I think. It takes flash roll 8d6. 27.
Yep. All of their heads erupt into chunks of skull, splintering themselves over Jex and Fleeb, and even Scramble gets a little bit on him, and it
Oh,
is disgusting.
God.
My
come on,
shield,
man.
my shield flies up into place.
Oh, jeez, that's never gonna come. What the hell, dude?
Well, you know, perhaps Scorching Ray might have been a better choice, but this has
mean,
it's maybe
Were they
solved the
even
problem.
doing anything threatening?
You
No.
did see them, right?
They were just chilling.
And
You both
yeah,
make valid points.
You notice Fleeb as you're probably the taller, well, definitely the taller of Jex and yourself, and you're at the right height to see through the holes. You notice that the torsos of the dead creatures beyond these holes definitely were attached to some sort of chain mechanism leading up to the ceiling, but you can't see much else beyond that.
Well, classic. Pick up rock, cast light, lob through hole.
Most useful cantrip. I assume they're just like stood on the ground, so I don't know how else they'd get through the holes. Unless the chains were just dangling to the right level, I guess.
Sam?
Sorry, I didn't hear a question. What was the
Did
question?
you hear
just,
anything of what we just said?
Fleeb was casting a light on a stone
yeah.
and just chucking it through one of the holes that their heads were poking out of to see.
Oh,
how deep,
sorry.
Where the
When
hole
he-
was.
when
And
he
I
said
quickly
that,
step
I
over
thought
the
it
door
was like
threshold.
an anecdote. Like, this is one of those cast light and throw stone situations. Oh, well, moving on. Okay.
It is, because he's done it several times before.
Okay.
It's
got
also
it.
information gathering.
Sweet. Okay, so you cast light on a stone and throw it through the hole. And what you see is...
Disgusting.
what did I
Yes.
say? It casts light in a 30-foot diameter, I think. So that would illuminate what looks like a chariot in the distance beyond these corpses, but you only see like a little glimpse of what the part of it that probably attaches to the horses would look like. You also notice that the chains and bridles that were attached to these 3 creatures are obviously hanging limp now that there's no heads to attach to. And you notice that there are chains attached on the inside to what seems to be this stone surface in front of you. Like chains are attached to the piece of stone that you're looking at.
So there's change attached to the door.
Shall we pull
To
a chain?
the piece of stone that may or may not be a door.
Oh, this
But they were poking their heads through.
this thing here.
Oh, doesn't actually
no,
look like a
it's-
door though.
It's this piece of wall just in front of Jax.
Oh, I
it-
see. Right,
This
okay.
seems to be a
So
slightly
this is just a
different-
door.
No, we don't know what it is. Like, it's...
Well, let's push on it.
Okay, well, I'm not
Was
exactly a
this
strong boy.
where were the zombies? Sorry, were they here or to the left?
They're here.
There, where
So
your ping
this
is.
panel between there and
Yeah,
there.
in that bit of wall.
Yeah, let's push on the wall.
Go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
You
I'll
push
push
on the wall.
Caesar will
and
help if he can.
you don't. Yeah, Caesar pushes as well. You don't notice the wall give, but if you both make, I'd say perception checks, I'll tell you if you learn anything from this physical exertion. Oh wow! With a 20 from Jack's perception and a 14 from Caesar perception, we see Jax. You notice that although the wall doesn't give in the direction you're pushing, it does sort of jostle a little bit, as though it's not firmly attached to the ground per se, but on some sort of mechanical system.
Okay.
Caesar wants to yank at one of the bridle chains. They're probably dangling on the walls
okay.
at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say you could reach through. Okay, give me an athletics check.
Do we help just pull? Should just get if we're trying to pull stuff around, we should just all do it.
I'll give you a boost.
How
Okay,
does
so
a 16 do?
the 16.
So
okay,
we all just
so,
lend a hand on either pull or push.
Okay, so let me just paint a picture for you. You're reaching your arms
Sure.
in to try and grab the chain and pull that chain out through the hole towards you.
Yep.
Okay. As that happens, Caesar, you notice that it does move a little, like this piece of stone is going to move upwards, but only a tiny amount, and it seems like the chain itself would limit it from going up further because it's now looped back on itself. And as Jax helps you, you notice it lifts a little bit higher, but you've created a kind of you've knotted the door by pulling the
locked
chain through it.
So if we put the chain back there and just lift it together. Like if we wedge your stepladder under the tiny opening,
Yeah.
and
Give it
then
a go.
we can all lift it.
All right, sure. Can I get in here,
Okay,
or
so-
Lex?
Who's participating in this?
The door lifts up.
Just everyone,
So
I guess.
I hand my step ladder to Flea to go, right, put this in when we lift it high enough. And I guess
Right.
I'm pulling up with Jax's help.
I'll
Cool.
help as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Norvex.
As all of you lift, you notice that you are making sterling progress, and the stone facade lifts up and up like a garage door, and Fleeb quickly puts the stepladder underneath it. Well done.
Okay,
What
let's
you-
go in the room. What's in the room? Sorry, let's.
Okay.
What's in the room? Not let's go in the room.
Duck under and have a peek, and then
Okay, let me do. Show me where you guys walk to, or you could just, I suppose, look from there if you want.
Let's look first, and then.
Okay, what you see are at the center
Dead
of the room
zombos.
stand. Yeah, dead zombies, and then at the center of the room stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it. Paintings on the chariot look pretty from this distance, but it's kind of hard to tell. Maybe a bird. On the south wall, you see a bronze shield bearing the embossed image of a Chultan warrior carrying a spear. You see Orvex, or hear Orvex say, fascinating. Below, there's an inscription that you can't read from here. You also see, probably from that angle, some statues. Specifically, 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals to either side of the shield. They depict Chultan warriors, one holding a sword, it looks like from this distance, 2 with spears, and one looks kind of damaged, but you can't really tell from here.
What does a Chultan warrior look like?
What would you have seen similar to... Orvex says, well, we've seen a number of them on the inscriptions. There's a lot of spears used. Oh, those clay people that you mentioned. They're very reflective, obviously larger and made of clay, but that sort of style.
Okay.
Okay, let's start looking
clay
in.
warriors. I've seen 4 statues before. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna cautiously proceed in, and just get a look at
Okay.
the full room. I'm gonna tell people, don't touch this treasure until I say it's safe.
All right, let me do a...
Oh, spooky.
more
Oh my word.
Oh, mosquitoes have been here.
Well,
Classic mosquito situation.
yeah,
Cool.
probably.
You also
Given how big
see
mosquitoes are.
you also see 6 glass cauldrons brimming with humanoid bones, and they line the walls of this tomb on either side.
Let's make some bone soup.
Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering which one of you grabbed which knick-knack.
I can
I've
tell
got
you as I
Moa.
get there.
Ubalaka is Caesar, right?
No, I'm
No.
No?
I'm Obalaka.
Obalaka is Jex, yeah.
Oh, Ubalaka is Jax. Okay,
Caesar
in
was
that case,
Aegean.
Jax, you hear a voice in your head that says, the cauldron contains the bones of Papzottl's most zealous devotees. They might still be a little devoted even though they're dead. Be careful.
Okay, and I turn to the party and I'm like, watch out, 'cause the bones in the cauldron are gonna wanna fight.
Well, I suppose we've already seen 3 of the members of the hospitality party.
they were the doorman.
So wait, what's the deal with these statues? I'm just gonna skirt past this thing. The bones aren't moving as I move around here, are they?
Not currently.
Okay, so I'm going past this and just going to take a look at these statues down here. Whatever's
What you
going on that.
see... Firstly, you see the bronze shield in the center hangs on leather straps.
Oh god, I put my medal away.
You do notice once you're up close that the ones on the western side, one has a sword, one has a spear, no big deal. The one on the east has a spear, and the one on the far east, its face has been like smashed off.
Whoops.
Huh.
Let's see. Papzotl is the heron.
Wait, so what was the warning? I'm getting Orvex to read the warning to me as well. So the ring, we did the ring. The Dead Old
ring,
Horse
what?
sunlight, maybe we did in that sunlight room.
Or
We haven't
possibly
seen a
those ones
frog.
there.
We haven't seen a frog or a jewel.
I don't know who the dead god is.
Yeah, and we did Darkness Descend, so unless
think
there's a
so.
frog in here, or
But
this
he
is the
sometimes
Dead
have
Sunlight.
multiple- Papzotl is the heron, not the frog.
You see,
Yeah, I think the
while
sunlight was
you're-
the trap room because that one had sunlight in it, and when you revealed the inside of a sarcophagus to sunlight, it tried to kill you.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, maybe. But then
When,
these can be
uh,
multiple things.
You see Orvex goes up close and examines the inscription that you couldn't really discern from that distance, and he says, "Oh, this is interesting. It says that there's an inscription basically embossed on the image of the shield itself, and it says,
Oh, okay.
bow before
Yeah, it
no
says
one."
bow before no one. I'm just repeating what he says louder. So.
Oh, you read Chilton as well. This is an amazing turnout.
Wow, I must have performed well. Yeah, dude. And I wink
Bow
at
before
Scramble.
no one or bow as the dead god intoned. I'm like turned away looking at these bones at the moment. So
Wait,
attempt
is
to wink
this
at me and I'm
what
just
is
turned
the
away.
what is the dead god?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to work out. I
Are
don't
they
know
all
if-
dead gods?
Yeah, sort of. But
What's
I
the
think
deal with this shield?
I think wasn't one of them like killed in a unceremonious way or something? I don't know.
Was that this
You
one?
also notice that while you're up close to the shield, it actually depicts what appears to be a hunter with a spear raised, chasing something through the undergrowth. It's quite dramatic looking.
We've asked Orvex before if one of these gods is known as the dead god, haven't we? If we haven't, I ask now.
He's
What happens
gonna.
if we do bow before someone?
I feel like we might have asked him before, but I'd like to remember that
Okay,
conversation.
he has a little think. He's gonna make a check, and he says, "No, they tend to be more feelings or personalities like violence or self-absorption or wise and virtuousness. Not tend to be like death itself."
Do they all have a label like that?
I think most of them do, but largely they're story-based. We're speculating. We don't know that, for example, Nang Nang was considered quite cruel and
What a
quite
good
selfish,
name.
but we don't know if he or in fact she had dominion over that personality trait. We're presuming.
Right, fair enough. Might be useful to know what they all are at some point, but...
I mean, so this thing on the shield says bow before no one, and the thing on the sign said bow like someone tells you.
Yeah, conflicting.
So, no, I mean, it's not conflicting. The thing said to do it in the way it said, and this said don't.
Oh, I see. Bow was the dead god once, but don't do it in front of anyone. Interesting.
So if we all close our eyes and bow, then maybe we can... Okay, so here's my other thing. Now I know that those bones are going to try and jump us.
Okay.
These are glass cauldrons.
Quick, we've pulled out like a metal coin or something to make sure the shield, this large bronze shield, doesn't attract
No, I
metal.
put all my metal stuff away.
Well, I pull out a gold coin or something to check that it doesn't if it attracts metal.
Well, you should do a cheaper coin, because, you know...
All right, I
we all
pull
know.
out the cheapest coin I have access to.
Well, also, gold is non-reactive, so...
All right, well, which one is then? Copper?
Yeah,
All right, I pull out a copper coin.
very good.
Fair, you say,
Okay.
you say like the shield follows the rules of reactiveness.
I mean, ideally, I'd want to pull out something steel to see if my weapons are going to get sucked onto it, wouldn't I? But, like,
You pull
what's-
out
is
the
it-
coin. You notice no forces acting upon it other than presumably gravity.
Cool. I'll carefully draw my... let's draw my short sword first.
Wait
to
a
make sure
second,
enough happens
Caesar.
For that.
Caesar, come over here.
And then I'll draw
Hello.
my rapier proper once the short sword doesn't get wrenched from my hands.
Yeah,
You
you
know-
notice no
okay.
effects on your short sword.
So, we know that the words like to be tricky. Here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's someone here who's tried to make this place to catch people out.
Right.
Can you check out that face and tell me whether, like, that's a recent... You're good at stone.
I want to check something.
Two
Can you
stone
tell
checks
me
in one day.
the
Sure,
broken...
babe.
Yeah. Because maybe that's the no one. If this is trying to troll us with annoying riddles,
That's the faceless.
then
no
that
one.
could be no one. If this isn't like a new wound and just damage.
Okay. I'd like to check this statue to see whether it's recently damaged.
I'll
or
help you. Oh, you've
it
got
was
advantage
designed
anyway.
that way.
I'll inspire you because of my great idea. Or terrible
Cool,
idea,
cool.
as it may turn out.
Okay, so make a history check with advantage, and you can use the inspiration given to you by Jax.
Which is, I think, is a D10 now, but let me check.
Oh, very nice.
It might,
Okay,
no,
let me
that
double
might be
check.
next level. Let me check.
Maybe level 10 get that D10.
Okay, so with a 16 history check, you notice that this damage is consistent with the stonework of the surrounding tomb. As in, it
So it's-
feels about the same level of patina. It doesn't appear more recent than the tomb itself.
What, the damage doesn't appear?
Yeah, so it is
It's-
deliberately.
it's
it has
old
been
damage.
deliberately done. The damage is deliberate. Yeah.
As in,
you
it was
asking or
made like
telling?
that.
With a
That's the way that I
16,
interpreted what you
with a
said.
16, you're not sure if it was made like that. You can just judge that the aging and discoloration of the stonework is consistent. It doesn't stand out as being, oh, that was last week. It all feels kind of like, wow, this is some old tomb-ass shit going on here.
He's still gonna say.
Okay.
It was
It's very
deliberate.
old.
Ah, shit.
I mean, should we try this? Should we all line up and bow to this guy and see if it smites us?
Do we need to order? What do we need to turn away?
I don't know.
so that
I don't
only
know.
one of
Okay,
us-
yeah. Who's gonna bow? Who wants to be the guinea pig?
I reckon Phlebe should bow.
No,
Let's draw
you're all right
straws.
there,
Here, let's-
Caesar. Why don't you do it?
Let me here. I'm gonna go from right to left, top to bottom. It's Caesar.
I don't even know what-
No, it's not. It's Phlebe.
It's Caesar. Okay,
Fine.
so we all turn around
Face away.
and close our eyes.
I'm not closing my eyes, but I am.
Okay.
So you're
we'll
all
look
doing
away.
what? Could you
We're all
repeat?
looking away from Caesar while he bows to this statue.
Okay, is that what Caesar intends to do?
No. He's just gonna stand there and say he's done it.
Okay, we turn back and say. He said, "Oh,
Okay,
cool.
first-
Nothing happened."
Firstly, let's do a deception check for Caesar to see how compelling his sort of.
Should we roll,
yeah, I
should
did
we roll
it.
insight as well then?
Yeah, I mean, no, it only depends if you suspect. I don't think there's passive insight, so you'd have to actively want to
There
challenge him.
definitely
Oh,
is.
yeah.
You'd have to be
Passive
looking
insight.
at me to be able to tell whether I did it or not.
No,
Yeah,
it's,
true,
it's,
but this is
as
this is
in
how
when you turn
convincing
around
your
and lie
voice
is the
is.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so
You can
basically
use
your
my
voice is not
inspiration
very
if you want, though.
convincing.
If you want to add a D8 to that, you can try and lie better.
I will.
Okay, go for it.
What
Thanks for
the fuck
wasting
is
my
going
bardic
on?
inspiration.
You're
Oh, wow,
welcome. Makes
okay.
an 18.
With an 18, he intones in a strong, clear voice, "I have bowed."
Ah, cool. Good job, Caesar. Okay, so now you go and open the sarcophagus, right?
I guess.
Okay, well, I'm gonna.
Wait, how
We
are you?
sh-
Hang on. Did you want to check out the gems and stuff first?
Well, we haven't really looked at the sarcophagus,
Treasure on the
really, have we?
sarcophagus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you should still avoid touching that. It's probably a trap. But Caesar bowed before the statue, so if it works, maybe he's free from everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a get, but sure. I got nothing.
I
better.
mean, I'll try it if he doesn't want to.
No, it's okay. I'll
if-
go have a look
if
at it. I'll look at it
passive-
before I touch it, though.
I can't remember there being a passive insight stat.
So
I remember
passive,
there's a.
Yeah, so passive, you can have passive anything, and it's basically
Oh,
just
I
10
see.
plus the bonus.
Okay, so if anyone has a passive insight, so passive wisdom of 18
that,
or greater.
That inspiration took him over my passive boundary.
Okay, so if anyone else has that, then let me know. Otherwise, you are very convinced by his description.
Yeah,
By
that
just
11
standing
over my
there.
passive boundary.
I mean, it wasn't a very hard lie, was it?
No.
I mean, I was tempted to like keep my corner of my eye on you, but I decided not to, and I'm regretting it now.
Well, no, it's fine. He's done it.
yeah, I mean, you know, take him at his word.
Okay, so
Okay.
so next to this
Trying to open the
chariot
sarcophagus, right?
is the only description is that there's lots of like treasure on top of it.
Oh, sorry, you're going over and examining the treasure. What you notice is a golden torch, presumably for, lighting the way, although it seems rather precious to do that. 3 golden cups, 5 gold, what you assume are cloak pins, 1 sort of necklace thing, and that's a lot of gold, but other than that, that's what you notice.
I go up to Phlebe and go, you think there's any like magic mumbo jumbo going on with this sarcophagus now that I've bowed?
Let's go for an arcane check. Does it look
Okay.
like a mumbo jumbo-y thing?
Okay, let's see what your arcana...
I've rolled
Ooh,
terribly.
With an arcana check of 12, you're checking on the treasure specifically?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. You notice that the with an arcana check of 12, yeah, you're not really sure. You don't, it doesn't radiate to you in a compelling manner.
I haven't detected any sort of changes, but I also can't detect anything, if I'm honest.
No, that's good enough for me.
I mean, we could try and move the chariot out of here
That's the point.
rather than touching the actual thing.
We'd have to lift that wall a lot higher.
And we also don't have anywhere to turn it.
I've been playing a lot of teardown. You just move it fast through. It'll be fine.
Nah, Caesar's
That'll
just gonna
clap into the floor below.
clear the top of the sarcophagus of any treasure that's on it and move it. Move the lid.
Shove the lid.
I'm still
gonna-
ready. I'm looking at the bones.
Yeah, I'm like glancing between the bones and the coffin.
Okay, so you basically sweep all the treasure off as if you're about to have a sexual encounter on the sarcophagus.
Yep, exactly.
With Philippe.
Nice. Okay.
Roll
As
for
you
seduction.
I thought you'd
As
never
you-
ask.
as you do that, you hear the crunching of bones and a large humming noise coming from the shield behind you.
Oh
and
no, it didn't work. The bowing didn't work.
and everybody needs to roll initiative.
The bowing didn't work, did it, Caesar?
No.
What a pointless lie. What a way to just troll your party for no reason.
Yeah.
I mean, I did do it for a reason.
We'll see.
What, to
see.
try and earn 1 gold piece?
He
No.
is
Which one are
possessed,
you?
isn't he?
You're-
By a rabbit. We all know rabbits are dicks.
Alright, I had ballsy written here, but I'll change that to dickhead.
Oh my god.
Good Christ.
What the hell?
Whose stupid idea was it to bow?
Okay. All right. Let's get Orvex's. Wow, there's a lot of stuff going on here.
There is.
Let's get Orvex's stats in here. Initiative for Orvex.
Well, not destroying the cauldrons didn't stop things spawning.
Do you know how I can add an element into this turn order that isn't a character? Add custom item. Yeah. There we go. Thank you.
Oh no.
Good.
Oh no. I do love a custom
Lair
item.
action?
We'll find
let's
out.
Find out.
Don't read it too closely.
All right. So
It's on
descending order.
initiative 20 for some reason.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what
I mean,
it
it's
is,
fine. We're gonna find out at the top of combat. So
but it hella fast.
why didn't we ready actions?
I mean, I drew my weapon. That's something.
I mean, it was all gonna go fine anyway.
I can't believe I'm down a bardic
Yeah,
that we could have
Caesar
used in a
bowed.
combat.
We knew what was going on. We thought we were fine.
Okay. So you notice a huge bolt of force emits from the shield immediately behind Caesar and comes crashing, streaking towards you, let's say. And it is going to be, goodness gracious. All right. So that's a 27 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay. So
I'm like, just
Oh,
use
gosh.
your bardic to raise your AC.
It would still hit.
and it does 15 force damage as this bolt of white energy sends you staggering towards the cauldron.
That counts as a trap. That counts as a trap.
That's true.
You see Orvex in the back there. Yes!
Survive first, cash later.
Awesome. Okay, so that happens, and you notice that on the bronze shield, the actual hunter figure on it seems to be animated and moving as if throwing spears at you. Next up is Fleeb on that terrifying realization.
Shit.
Oh, I almost forgot.
1, 2, 3. Initiative 11. Balls.
So many initiatives, I totally forgot about that. There you go.
That's inconvenient. Okay, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna cast a real big spell. Time to cast big spells.
Big spells.
Big spell energy.
Big spells, big spells, big
that are worth
spells.
me casting here? Not
So I feel around in my pocket. I find a small, nice piece of granite, and I cast Wall of Stone.
Ooh.
And I'm putting a big, long wall all the way along here and down there.
Wait, where?
Where?
You need to draw with a pen. Get the.
Aren't
I
I?
think you can draw, right? Oh, nice. Okay.
That's good.
So,
Good.
is there a limit to the?
It's
like,
10
how many-
squares long, 6 inches thick, and 10 foot high.
I thought it was 10 foot by 10 foot panels. Okay.
Yeah.
With the line.
Oh,
that
so
looks
so
good.
so it's even longer than that. I could actually try and take it all the way. Ooh, can I actually hang on a minute? So that means it can
Yeah.
go.
Or-
that means it can
Double
go
that,
20
isn't it?
spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
1,
10, 11,
2.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So actually, what is your dex?
5.
Oh fuck. 1, 2. Because if I
I've
put it
got
on
the
a
dodge
straight.
action, so I have advantage on decks at the moment.
So the point is that if I put it on your square,
I can jump out of the way.
I'm forcing you to make the dodge
do it.
action. So if I instead
Okay,
do.
so
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sorry,
what
sorry,
happens-
you're reading, aren't you? Sorry.
7,
yeah. So
8,
basically,
9,
if
10.
you try to encase a
10.
creature with your wall and another solid surface, they make dexterity saving throws to see if they can escape with their reaction movement speed.
Surrounded on all sides.
As in, if
Or
you're
another
closing
solid
them
surface.
if you're
Yeah,
closing
you're
them
quite right,
into a
quite
small
right.
space, yeah.
Okay, so in that case, they got to make all kinds of dexterity saving throws. But make sure you've got your final
So what? Yeah.
design clear.
How do I use an eraser? How does eraser
You
work?
you select the item you drew and delete it, and just do it again.
Uh.
But I did make a note
How do I select the item that I drew?
with the arrow key.
Got
the
the
arrow
arrow key of the cursor, you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the arrow
It's
tool.
not.
just like
not-
box it or.
Just box select.
Okay,
there
right.
you go. Let me get rid of my ones.
Sorry. Right. Okay. So.
Because you
One,
basically
two.
have
1,
20
2.
squares, but they have to be in two
Oh
at a
fuck!
time.
My,
don't
my, my token's gone missing. I must have. Oh fuck! I've deleted my token.
they? Delete yours. It's fine. We can do it. Just draw your line, and I'll drag you back in.
So.
You have to redo
1,
your
2,
initiative as well, but you
3,
were at 19.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
I think I
12,
can-
Yeah, cool.
13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I can actually go 1, 2. Oh, balls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's 4 of them. Yep.
When I've measured it.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10. That's 10 panels.
Yeah, it's not. It's
So,
not counted the base.
I'm
square.
forcing these guys to do dex things, and if they haven't got a dex thing, they're fucked.
What happens? Well, we're directly on us, so what happens then? Do we take damage?
Also roll dex, I
You
think.
get to choose which side.
yeah, no,
it's basically
Oh, is it?
if you.
You just get to choose to push us to this side.
Oh, the
Yeah,
creature's
so
pushed to
if the
one
wall
side of
cuts
the wall,
through
your
a
choice.
creature-
Cool, yeah, I force you onto the inside.
Cool.
Fair enough.
Wow.
Okay,
Glad you
so
didn't
these
want to kill
walls-
any of us.
You've created a U shape, basically separating you from the skeletons around the outside of the room
Putting up
where
a
the
privacy.
cauldrons are.
Yes.
And even though the purple rectangles are not connected, these are connected.
Yes, correct.
Okay. In that case, it's dexterity saving throw time. What is your DC again, please?
My spell CV is 17.
Your CV. Wow.
my
How
s-
much experience did you accrue to get that?
Well,
What has to make a saving throw?
These creatures have to make a dexterity saving throw
to see if
against
they're
his
quick enough
DC.
to launch
But they're
themselves
not.
over
They're
the...
not surrounded on all sides, right? They're not enclosed. They're just blocked
They
off.
are. They are by it and another solid surface.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean like if you were fully surrounded, so you couldn't trap them in?
Yeah, I mean,
a single square.
Oh, I
Like-
see.
like-
You think
like,
it might
because-
mean like
because-
the ceiling as well?
Well, the point being is that like
They just
I
get
mean,
the
like,
chance
if
if
you
you
did
get the
trap
chance
someone
to
in a
run,
box.
don't they?
Yeah,
Before
so
the
it's
spell completes.
Is that what it is?
That's
I'm
what
not sure.
I'm
I'm not quite
creature-
sure.
I mean,
But like,
it's
if
It just
it's
says, yeah, if a creature would be surrounded on all sides, it depends if you think that counts ceiling side as well, because
Well,
these
so-
don't quite reach the ceiling, I don't think.
so,
Oh,
the
no.
thing that I'm not sure about is whether enclosed means you're actually trapping them in a small box or just separating them, because it's weird to say it's weird that you can just run across it, but that's not just a given in the spell instead of saying enclosed.
It doesn't say enclosed, it says surrounded on all sides.
Surrounded.
So the question is whether the internal U shape is a
Yeah,
box.
like would you
Yeah, I
consider
think-
one of like if I was here, I don't think I'm surrounded by. I mean, we're always surrounded by walls, right?
Yeah, exactly. But if you create that surroundtion as a result of this spell, then that's what triggers the save. I think, to be
So-
honest, because
so-
the ceiling is 12 feet high and these are 10 feet high, that's close enough to the definition of this for me to give them saving throws, because they're
No,
essentially...
this is
Oh,
fine.
it's a
You,
reaction.
you,
Yeah,
you,
it's
you,
fine.
you,
It's no
you as a
reaction
DM
anyway.
want to make a saving throw. They have the chance to lurch
yeah.
as I'm raising the wall up. That's cool. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
I
do
think
some
I think
saving
the
throw-
spell needs a ruling from a GM because it's very unclear to me. How it's written.
And the words like surrounded are not terribly specific.
Yeah.
So 16 or 17, did you say?
17.
Nice. Okay. So dexterity saving throw the first. Natural 1, that fails. Dexterity saving throw the second. 11 fails. 12 fails. 8 fails. 7 fails. 15 fails. So that's 6, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the
Yep.
other side. This is going to be
So we just go for top
15
left, right
fails.
side.
Oof.
4 fails. 10 fails. 5 fails. 18 succeeds.
So
1, 2,
there's
3,
one
4,
that's just about to spring on top of Regine's.
And you got one more
So
to do.
that's-
Fuck you!
Yeah,
So I
that's
think
this guy.
Yeah, this guy succeeds. And you got one more to do.
I'll just give him, yeah, just one more. Okay, so 16 dexterity saving throw, 5. They all fail except for this one guy who charges into the middle here.
And we get opportunity attacks on it, right?
He
I
comes
do.
into your space. He's not
And then
leaving.
he entered a space and then left it for another one. Oh no, sorry, it's
Yeah,
not
but he's
leaving,
still-
it's leaving range.
he's
Yeah,
still
sorry,
within
wrong
5
system, wrong
feet,
system. Yeah.
Wrong system, nerd.
All right, now that happened. Why are we on Caesar's turn? Oh, did I just advance?
no,
the-
No,
no,
that's
it's
because
we deleted
my
Lee, but it's fine.
I deleted my own
It's
token.
Fine.
It's
Cool.
fine.
Yeah,
There we go.
It is now Caesar's go anyway. I think.
Well, unless
sweet.
Flea wants to move,
Oh,
or
just leave us some bonus
Oh
actions. or
yeah,
movements.
I'm gonna. I can't actually. Oh no.
Oh, you're on the draw tool, you fool!
Right. 1, 2, 3,
Leave the
4,
blue
5.
squared
I'm
man.
gonna get to here and be ready to leave.
Well, okay. So with these walls, yeah, let's beat up this zombie, put all the treasure in the bag, open the sarcophagus, scramble, grab the thing, and then get out of there.
Okay, sure, fine. You've had that discussion. I've already done my move while that was
Yeah,
happening.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean, it's
so
like
you're
you're
right.
right.
Just
I raised the
from over
wall.
there.
You
Already
can
began
just blast-
sprinting for the
You can
door.
just
Keep
blast him from there
concentrating,
anyway.
dude.
Oh yeah, concentration on Fleeb. Let me put a little head thinking icon. Awesome. Is that the end of Fleeb's turn? That amazing. These walls burst from the ground,
These
almost reaching the
walls?
ceiling, featuring this very defensive U shape that
And
I think
pictures
there's a
on them?
slight smirk of satisfaction on Fleeb's face.
That's a pretty sick move.
yeah.
And that's the end of Fleeb's turn. Caesar's turn.
I go up to this
Hard
skeleton
act to
thing.
follow.
Yeah, to go smack it.
You know what I've
Boring.
realized? Though?
Smack
I'm
this
gonna,
one
I'm gonna
punk.
find out you were lying as soon as I direct the helmet at you. As soon as we talk about what went wrong. Yeah, but
Do you
I'll be
have the probe
focusing
for
on him.
deeper thoughts? Yeah, you will
Not
be. Yeah.
if I'm just saying like, damn, it's a shame that didn't work, and his surface thought it's just like, idiots.
Idiots. So Caesar, you're going to attack the skeleton?
Yeah, unarmed strike.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow,
Caesar's
the
surface
25
just,
that
I ain't
hits.
No bowing, bitch.
Ta-da.
Pink unarmed strike.
Oh, I could have clicked the button, couldn't I? Oh,
You can click unarmed strike.
wait, what? It just
Is that for
rolled
the
on
damage,
the
right?
thing. That was weird.
Oh.
That's
Roll.
weird.
On D&D Beyond, you might have the
Ah, there
dice
it-
enabled.
Whoa.
Oh, this is all over the shop. What's going on, my dude?
Yeah,
What's
sorry.
going on?
I think D&D Beyond rolled the dice, then sent the 9 to roll 20.
And then you click the thing.
then I clicked
and
the other
roll it
button.
again.
So it's the first one, 9.
Okay, cool. With 9, is that bludgeoning or piercing or what?
Bludgeoning.
Okay, you notice as you punch into this skeleton, you hit it in the sternum, and all of the bones just crumple into dust underneath you.
Oh, is that all?
Dustified.
Wall might have been overkill.
Also, you can what's the word? Turn off that dice feature if you click on your avatar icon in D&D Beyond, and then unclick the dice beater. I think.
Yeah, perfect. Done.
Sweet. Is that the end of Caesar's turn? You're covered in bone dust.
I guess I've got like enough action just to continue pushing open the sarcophagus. Right? It didn't actually
Oh,
open,
nice.
did it?
Okay, absolutely. Yeah, you kind of sweeped it off like sexual encounter style, and
Yeah.
now you can push the lid off if you want.
Classic. Caesar and the bones.
Yeah.
Heyo.
What's in that sarcophagus?
Awesome. So inside you see brittle-looking skull bones and the rest of the bones of what appears to be a quadruped creature, maybe a horned creature, and it looks pretty dusty in there.
Caesar blows into the sarcophagus.
All the dust goes everywhere, and it's all over your eyes. Yeah, so you've got the treasure that was on top has been strewn over the side, and inside is just bones.
Okay.
Okay, so Scrammle's grabbing the bones.
Scrammle's turn.
I'm grabbing the bones. What, is there anything in there? I mean, Caesar technically has first dibs at it since it was his turn, but if he's not...
Nah, I've run out of
I'll
actions. I've run
Yeah,
out of
he's
actions. I'm
just-
so tired from my turn.
All that bowing really took it out of you.
Yeah, it
I'll
did.
hop up and have a look
my,
in this
My back
sarcophagus.
hurts.
Okay, what are
You
you
said
looking
it
for
was it
specifically?
Grabbing anything? Like, anything, like an item that this...
There was an
skeleton has hold
item
of?
in both of the other ones, wasn't there?
The inside of this sarcophagus, you can make an investigation check.
Okay. That one.
Okay, with a 26, you are extremely confident that there is nothing but dried anatomical material, aka bones, in here.
Well, no point opening that coffin. Waste of time, boys. I scoop up some of the treasure instead.
Okay, do you pick up all of it, some of it? What do you do?
Well, I mean, we're going to spend a couple of rounds, like, scrabbling it up into the bag, right?
Yeah, as much as I can, but like we'll spend unless we've got anything else to do here. Everyone's getting on that.
Okay.
train now.
What treasure is there again, sorry?
There is a golden torch, 3 golden cups, 5 gold cloak pins, a necklace, and that's it. So yeah, you grab, roll a d4 to determine how many pieces you can grab.
Oh, nice. D4. Loads, baby.
Okay.
Or 4.
So you pick up sorry, I've lost track of what I was reading. Oh yeah, the torch, the 3 gold cups. Yeah, that's 4 items. You have 3 gold cups and a golden torch.
Oh,
Combined value of about 325 gold pieces.
Nice.
Nice.
Golden torch.
Nice.
3 gold cups. That's all I got, I think, boy. Well, no. Does my cunning action get me another grouse?
I think there's a feat that enables you to use a cunning action as a sleight of hand check. Do you have that?
No, I
Is
don't
that-
have that. No, I don't have
You don't.
the,
Or it might be a
feats,
style of rogue, or I don't know.
Well, there
but
is a thief
you-
rogue, so it could be that.
Okay.
No,
so in that
my
case,
cunning
no,
action
you
is
can't.
basic bitch cunning action.
Okay, fair enough. Is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Orvex says, that was really great. What are we doing now? Please, someone
Move! Get
yell.
out! Get out!
Okay.
Well,
He-
we're
he
getting the
says-
rest of the money.
Yeah, but I'm getting Orvex out.
He can help. He's one of us.
He
We've got 10
he
minutes,
starts
right?
running.
He
He
just
starts
won the
running
pool.
towards. He starts running towards Fleeb, and then he hears Jex like mumbling and says, "What?"
All right, if you don't want to cut, dude.
How long the walls last, Fleeb?
Until I stop thinking about them.
So forever. Nice, thanks.
No, about, 10 minutes, but I kind of like point up to like a far corner where there's like a skeletal hand trying to claw at the top of it and just can't get purchase.
Orvex is gonna make a charisma saving throw. With an 18, he successfully doesn't give in to his greed and runs towards Fleeb. And from there, he sees no combatants, so he's gonna say to Fleeb, "Nice work." Even though he's only run 15 feet, he's panting. And that is the Skeleton's turn. So, sorry, that was Skeletons. And that means that they are going to try to attack this wall. So, if I recall correctly,
Good luck.
the wall has... If someone else can help me remember
The
this,
wall-
it has
the
an
wall
AC
is-
of 15 and 30
yes.
hit points per inch of thickness.
yes.
Yes.
If they're 6 feet thick, then that's
6 inches thick.
6, 3,
So-
180 hit points?
180
Yep.
hit points.
Yep.
Okay.
Per
Per
turn.
segment,
180,
isn't it?
180.
That's the
Cool,
reason why I
so-
think they would probably climb over it if they could.
Well, I mean, it's only got 2 feet. I suppose they could squeeze through that, and they're not
They
very
might not be
smart.
that smart,
So
yeah.
let's see how attacking it goes for them. So, oh, did something happen? Skeleton with a 16, 4 piercing damage to the wall. This isn't going to go well for them. The next one is that's
9.
a miss. That's a miss.
And they're
Funny
attacking
that they're
different
missing a
panels
wall.
as well.
No, I
so
know, yeah.
like,
8 plus 5 is 13 piercing damage.
Yeah, they're just banging
Plus
on the wall.
that's 18. Oh,
Ah,
wow.
great.
But that
Right.
doesn't hit though. So we're up to 18 piercing damage,
but
and
the
we've
thing
got
is,
4, 5,
if you're,
6,
it's
7,
per
8.
panel, so technically it's
Yeah.
like 4 up here, 12
Yeah.
down here.
Yeah, I suppose so. Let's say it's very barely damaged. I'm not going to keep track because it's not.
Yeah,
into it.
if we're in
1,
here for
2.
like, I'd say just pick an arbitrary number of rounds until they get through it.
Yeah, I'll do a summary of the wall is fine. The wall is not fine.
Wall is looking worse for wear.
Okay. You hear a number of clink, clink, clank, clunk on the other side of the wall as a number of short swords impact it. You also hear the telltale bone crunch of additional skeletons, presumably coming out of the
Oh my
cauldron.
god.
You have very attuned ears, and you can tell what that sound means.
I've heard this kind of crunch before.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a
Cool.
skeleton cauldron summoning punch.
Classic.
If ever I've heard one.
Now this is a typical Now this is D&D, and just because I can't see them doesn't mean I don't know the location by sound of every enemy in my ears.
Exactly. I've just decided to let you know that you hear
Yeah,
extra
yeah.
scrabbling sounds because it's fun that way.
I would
Jack's
get
turn.
-5 to attack as a disadvantage to
well,
attack them, but yeah. I'm gonna run over here and scoop up some more treasure. Shall I roll a d4?
Yes, please. I've just arbitrarily decided that's a reasonable number of objects to pick up. You get 2 golden cloak pins
Nice.
as you're precisely focusing in on the most stylish looking ones.
I mean, I'm kind of just gonna hold open. If it's easier for us to steal it all, I might just hold open the bag and get the other guys to scoop it in.
Okay, sweet. You
yeah.
can instead do that. That is
Yeah.
what you do.
Yeah. But
you
I
can
guess it'll
also-
make it faster or easier. So
I'll say you can also use the help action so that they can roll 2 d4s.
sure.
Yeah, made that up just now. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll bonus. No, I'll save my bonus action for now. I'll just I'll do the shields keyword so it flies for another minute from now.
Okay, sweet. And now you hear the shield on the other side of the wall hum to life, and this one has a more genuine chance of maybe destroying it. So let's see what happens. So that's 1, 2, 20. Okay, with an 18, it hits with this huge bolt of energy rattling the stone wall, and it's hitting a 1 10-foot section, it looks like. So that's 48.
It's across the boundary of 2 10-foot sections, but it can hit either.
Yeah,
one,
that's
so
fine.
it
It'll
doesn't
just hit
matter,
one.
No, I mean, like, it doesn't
It-
have
it
another
would-
skeleton
yeah.
contributing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So that means it takes 13 damage, and of a total damage of 100 and whatever, it's fine. It shakes, you see
Less
some
than
dust.
10%.
That's about it, really. And you hear the hunter animated shield image on the other side of the wall say, "Oh, fuck." And that is Fleep's turn.
Happens to the best of us, dude.
Don't worry about it.
We left the stepladder in the door, didn't we?
Yeah. Just use your mage hand to scoop more treasure into the bag.
I think that's too far away from Mage Hand.
Is it?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, 30. It's within 30.
Like I'm actually gonna I'm gonna prep a I'm gonna hold an action of effectively casting just basic magic missile at any skeleton that manages to climb over the wall or in some ways breaches it. That's just a readied action.
Okay, sweet. You hold that action. Yep, that is Caesar's turn.
Let's scoop some treasure into this bag.
Okay, 2d4s for you.
Ooh.
So we got the last d4 was a 2. So that means there's 3. Okay. Oh, wow, terrible. You get, with a 3, you collect the remaining gold cloak pins, as you've seen Jex holding them, and, well, no, he decided to hold the bag instead. I'll say he can do both. So you see him holding them, and you go, ooh, I don't have a cloak, but maybe I can use those gold pins on my loincloth.
Ah, yeah. I do need a new safety
Extra
pin.
stability
It's
for the leg.
basically a big diaper, so
Nice. Is that
You
the
gotta
end of your
watch that
turn?
at some point, dude.
I've washed it once.
That counts.
Ever.
I'm so proud of you.
Is that the
You
end
don't
of
even
Caesar's
need
turn?
to roll insight to know that I'm lying.
How much treasure is left on top of the
You
scattered or
see
whatever.
nothing but the necklace.
I'll start walking towards the door.
Wait,
Okay,
necklace?
you stroll towards the door. Necklace. I said necklace many
Oh,
times.
okay, sure. Was it just one of the
Yeah.
items of treasure?
Sorry, what
Yeah.
happened with the necklace?
I said it many
I'm
times.
about to pick it up.
Sorry, a necklace. Oh yeah, let me grab this necklace.
Hang on, is there a
Okay.
necklace here? Sorry.
Sorry,
no.
let me just cast greater invisibility on this necklace.
What necklace? Roll
It
sleight
is
of-
now Scrammle's turn.
I pick up the necklace.
Okay.
Wait, is there a necklace?
Scoop it in the bag.
You need to make a charisma saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Just for my notes on the bag, how much money worth of treasure have we pulled in this room?
I will resolve that just
Okay.
now. Where was I? Here? Okay. So 250 plus 70. Well, no, actually, no, that's not true. So 3 times 75 is, I don't know what that is. What's 3 times 75?
225.
225.
Okay, plus 250
Okay, 475.
plus 200 and no, plus 125.
Okay, 600.
Cool. There you go. And so with a 16 charisma saving throw, Scramble,
Yeah.
you feel the presence of another consciousness trying to enter your mind. Now, you can choose to resist, or you can choose to let it join your
He
consciousness.
looks up at Jax and is like, "Is this you?"
I don't know enough about Pabsalt to know if this is a good idea.
Do you want a crane boy
You're
in
gonna
your
let
head?
him in. Come on, don't joke around. You're letting someone in.
All right. I mean,
Everyone
yeah.
else has Pokemon in their brains.
You've never experienced something like it, and it just completely taken you by
Sure.
surprise.
I'll let
Everyone
it in.
else has a Pokemon in their brain. You want
Yeah,
one too?
I'm very suspect, but I'll let it in.
You're very what now?
He said he's very
that-
Sorry, the cat.
Shut up, Bear.
I'm suspect, but I will let it in.
Okay, cool. In that case, I will share with you. I'm pretty sure I said Papsottle earlier, didn't I?
You did.
He said
Rain
Papa
boy.
Roach.
What?
Edit. That's gonna go to Eddie's.
Keep
and
rolling.
God.
So basically, what it looks like is the rest of you see unusual sight, which I will describe thusly. You see
Anyway.
You see strange shadows start to shift across the walls that you've created, forming the outline of a long-legged bird, and its beak stabs towards Scramble, and you hear in your mind, Scramble, "You will do as I command."
I hear that in my mind.
Yeah, you hear that in your mind, yeah.
I'm like, I'll do what I want.
Cool.
Is
so
that
have
true?
you
Oh, no, I mean,
have you
no,
seen-
no, you got, yeah. You'll
have you
get,
seen the handout?
I have. I'm just reading through it now.
Cool. All right. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, I think so.
You can use movement. I mean, you just grabbed a necklace, really.
I mean, I might take a second to get used to this, so I might actually wait a sec.
Okay. On Orvex's turn, he's going to say, okay, maybe we can help. Do they need help? That looks like all the treasure. What do you think, Caesar?
I think we'll just like leave and close the door behind us.
Okay,
let's
he
move
steps
on.
out on the other side.
ha ha
carefully-
ha.
What?
That's Caesar saying he closes the door behind us.
Oh, Orvex looks back and says, wait, what? And as he says that, he kind of looks undecided about whether to come back into the corridor and save everyone from Caesar. But because Caesar destroyed the T-Rex, he's taken on a sort of heroic status in Orvex's mind. So he's just going to go, oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, a good one.
Next up is the skeletons. They're going to do a collective intelligence check to see if they understand how climbing and a 2-foot gap at the top of the wall works. But I don't have high hopes for them, to be honest with you. Yeah, with a 7, they've got no freaking idea. So the wall sustains slightly more damage.
There
and
is
you
some
hear a number
agitated
of-
chattering.
You hear a number of pinging, and you hear additional skeletal crunchings that you associate with further skeletal presences. And that is the end of their turn. They don't make any sound aside from the crunching. That is Jex's turn.
Okay. I close up the bag, run over towards here, wait in the door, and then look back. I'm like, dude, you coming? To the dazed looking Scramble.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm on my way.
I'll say the shield tries to throw its thing. It goes, "How dare you try to foil me?" And that's the end of its turn. Phleb's turn.
I mean, how dare you
I
successfully foil me?
I get out the door.
Cool.
Make space.
Caesar's turn.
Out the door.
Scrammle's turn.
I walk over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then I yank the thing out.
Do you really?
No. I mean,
okay.
once he's
that would have been funny.
I pretend to. I pull my arms without actually holding the thing. That's without pulling
Like
the step stool.
you could use the dash action to get completely out.
I don't dash.
Okay.
Okay.
I walk over and then like on my next turn combat roll under the door. Like,
Okay. all the things I said previously happen again. Let's do another intelligence check for the skeletons. With a 3, they don't
Even
figure it
less.
out.
It'd be funny if they all
And-
climbed over and suddenly you were just surrounded by skeletons.
I mean,
They all
just in
suddenly
time
realise-
to see me duck under the door.
Yeah, it would have probably been fine. Sweet. Okay, so
yeah, and I
that.
leave.
Okay,
All
you
right,
leave.
drop it.
You tell that to whom?
I just seize a stepladder.
Like, yank
You
the,
see Orvex.
yank the step ladder.
You-
out.
I
Okay,
love that we just
Caesar
have
and
no
Orvex reach
idea
at the same time.
whether the plan would have worked. We just think it didn't. We have no idea. We gained no useful information about how things work.
Yeah, but Jex is not suspicious at all.
No, I know.
Awesome. You see Orvex say, that went better than I expected, no?
Yeah, I mean, I guess we didn't need the plan anyway, but it did seem like the kind of trick that they'd have pulled.
I mean,
Maybe
there wasn't
there's-
even anything in the sarcophagus, right?
No.
We literally just saw a crane manifest itself and go inside Scramble. I
Caesar
think, I
was
think,
facing
I
the
think
other way.
something
Yeah, I-
definitely
Was
has.
that what that was? Like, I felt like something, but I couldn't. Obviously, I can't see myself.
All right, you guys rejoin the action, having just slammed the door closed and pulled the chains through. Assuming everyone is here.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, that was a thing.
Yeah.
So, we've gained a nice Lectus and one bird, god, I suppose.
Sure.
I sort of look at Scramble. They talkative?
Demanding.
Oh, fair enough.
That's cool.
Sorry, if everyone could give me a quick refresher on their passive perception.
What is my passive
really
perception?
high.
Passive perception. Passive
13.
perception.
Can I ping it?
18.
My
18.
passive perception. Sorry, where is it? Oh, my word, 16.
Okay, 16, 18, something, something. Is that everyone?
13, 16, 18, 18.
Okay, cool. Thank you very much. You can continue as you were.
Or we
So I think, we pull the chain through. It's just like, yeah, and I said that thing about, this guy must have been like trying to set up, like, double guessing the what
So-
people would do.
So, I kind of look over at the staircase. Like, I'm all for us going down, but should we kind of wait a bit to see whether the skeletons, work something out?
No, we closed the door. It's tied up. Look, let's put something through it. Put a stick. We got a spare stick anywhere? Let me look at my gear.
I look through the assorted items of
Oh
jewelry
yeah, I've
that
got the
picked
rabbit
up.
unicorn horn from the other level, from the mirror realm.
Oh, the one that did nothing.
I jammed that through one of the links of the chain, so that now it's like acting as a crossbar to stop it
Yeah.
going back through the hole.
That works. As this is quite a slender horn, I'll say, because I like the idea. Yeah, that works. It seems to hold it in place.
Well, you know what? Yep, fair enough. Onwards, I'd sort of
Can we
point towards.
have a quick
the s-
look across the banister down into the next level to see if there's
Oh,
anything?
that's a good point. Oh yeah, I am also still concentrating on this wall of mine.
Also-
No,
No,
worries.
this would be entirely meta. I'm just looking at the map and being like, there's a whole lot to the left that's black, but
That is pretty meta.
yeah.
I mean, also the.
I mean, it's not
think
that, we have a sense of the dungeon layout, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the previous map was just that this middle bit was centered in the same spot, so it could just be that the upper level had lots on the left, and they've kept the middle the same at the same position.
Maybe. Although I doubt it.
I think.
Caesar, Philippe, you can comment. I just want to clarify. Caesar, do you actually look down and see what's there?
Yes.
Yeah, it's hard to tell what's all the way at the bottom, but on the next level of balconies below you, it smells quite bad, like kind of rotting, fleshy, like meat. Like if you leave a chicken out too long, and there's a lot of purple plant matter scattered around.
Ugh, it stinks on the next level down.
How many levels down is it? Was
That's
it
just
so
your
there was
loincloth,
the
dude.
top level? There's this balcony level. Was there another balcony level below us, or do we hit bottom on the next floor down?
When you look down, you
Yep.
see a balcony level, and you also see potentially another balcony level further down. And
wow.
then there's more down, but it gets kind of fuzzier.
Okay, right. So we have multiple balcony levels. Okay, cool. Well,
Power on.
onwards.
Oh,
You all descend the stairs.
oh! Before I forget though,
Oh,
Caesar got hit by a trap. So cough up the coin.
Oh yeah.
smacked in the back
Who,
of the head.
who am
by-
I?
Right.
Who am I paying this?
So
blow to?
me, Phlebe, and Caesar both owe a gem. So one of you can pay the other half. One of you and Orvex can pay the other half a gold.
I mean, I said it first, so I think it's fair that I.
That's not how pools work. Everyone-
I've lost a gold piece. Right.
if
onwards.
it was a better option, then you get less for picking it. If it's more obvious.
I'm gonna write 9.5 in gems, rather than worry about faffing
Yeah,
around with
yeah,
my
yeah,
money
yeah,
amounts.
onwards.
But I'll
Alright.
look care of the. Cause
Okay, wait, no. Before we go, should we do it again? Another?
What, the next trap, dude? Move on.
Yeah. No,
No.
new thing. We can pick a new thing to bet on.
Get something more. Yeah, pick a new thing. Exactly. Get something more original.
Okay. Well, any ideas? The next pool? Who's gonna spot the big zombie thing next?
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
Has any, has
As
anyone
I
seen
say, and I go,
Did
oh
we
god,
all
I
see
remember
that, or
that.
did only some of us see that?
Dan saw that. I thought.
I saw it last time.
Yeah.
I would have told you guys about it.
Yeah,
it was
you did. But
huge.
I reckon it's gonna be Orvex.
Oh, I hope I see it from afar, but okay, I'll bet on myself also.
I'll bet on Scrammel.
Caesar Scramble?
Uh,
you know, I'll bet on Phlebe. Do a little swappy do.
You're right though, Orvex really isn't imaginative with this. Caesar?
I'll bet on Jax.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, did you say Orvex wasn't very imaginative with what?
He's just been he's
Copying
never he's been copying them. Well, this time there was one so far, so he was just like, yeah, I'll do that one.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I'll bet the same bet.
Oh, as in Orvex says the same as the person before.
It seems
Yeah,
like
although it wasn't. I don't think it was before last
it might
time,
have
but it
been-
was.
Yeah, it might have been like one.
He can only pick out of people who've been guests so far.
Oh, I see. You can roll an insight check if you want to figure out his motivations.
No, we're just having
Yeah,
fun.
that's his flaw. That's just the Orvex flaw.
Okay, shall we go down?
Yup.
Who wants to
Cool.
lead?
What? Yeah, who wants to lead?
Well, I can, but I don't think it's exactly the thing I'm best at.
Caesar,
Let's
you want to take the
go.
front?
Yeah. Although I'm gonna
Cool.
look. Who bet on Caesar? Seeing it.
No one.
Great.
no one
I'll
did.
get up.
Sweet. Okay, I will show you guys what you see as
back
you
into
descend.
dodge action.
You
I mean,
you
dodge
take the
action is
dodge
just
action.
warily walking, like actively looking out for danger, right?
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense. All right, cool. I will show you what you discover. All right. As you descend the stairs, that smell of rotting hits you even harder than before. You see across the way a bronze plaque in a similar shape and position to the bronze plaque that you saw previously. Scattered all around is this purple fungus.
Oh no, it's the creep.
Mushroom growth, you're not really sure, and it smells real bad. Every now and then, actually, as you get close to it, Caesar, you see the purple growth sprouts tiny little eyeballs, and the eyeballs seem to be following you.
Ugh.
They float around. Ugh.
No, they're
they're
attached
in the-
to the purple stuff.
Oh.
Eyeball moss.
Let's either run a perception on whether the smell is harmful in any way.
Okay, you can make a medicine check. Okay, with a 9, you don't feel like you're dying.
Good. Okay, I guess I'll ignore the creepy eyeball things and walk up to the plaque to have a read.
Okay, you're a little gander. I will show you an appropriate handout. I'll read it first, just for dramatic effect. You read, walk through water with weapon in hand. Slake your shadow at the font. The vulture is the first step. Write the gods. The walls of history tell all. And now you can see it.
Walk through water with weapon in hand.
Oh, there's going to be a shadow where we have to pretend to drink, isn't there? To make it look like our shadow does.
How do you know how?
Because it
is
says
that what
slake your shadow at the font. Slaking
what
is
is-
like drinking to... You slake your thirst.
Oh, I see.
Unless
Oh,
it's
so-
talking
so-
about the
so- oh, so-
typeface they used to write this.
Oh, so it's a sort of like a either so as it you drink your shadow? I'm confused. Or you? Are you trying to do?
I mean, slake your
It's
shadow.
like-
I would
it's like
read as
quench
making
your
quench your
shadow's
shadow's
first
thirst.
sort of thing.
That's how I read it.
So it's a sort of like a light puppet thing.
I mean, I don't know because I don't know
dunno.
where this is or what it is. But from just that line,
that's
it
an
makes.
interesting sort of thought, isn't it?
I mean, we
I-
are reading this and going through a death trap dungeon. It's
Yeah.
worth
Yeah.
looking
Ulvex,
at the
you want to
clues
take a
and trying
rubbing
to
of this
think what
like you
might
did the
come
last
up.
one?
You see Ulvex in the back say, "Oh yes, excellent," and he shuffles through and takes a
Yeah, I
rubbing
mean,
of
we
the
may
bronze.
as well like we're going through a bunch
it's
of
good
death
to have a
traps.
copy of it,
we
right?
should think about what these might be. Okay, walk through water with weapon in hand. That's probably going to be like something we can pick up. Vulture is the first step. Maybe it's another one of those trap floors. Oh, maybe it's the one we already ignored. Were there vultures in the room that we went from above?
There probably was on the floor. Yes.
Yeah, I believe it was very similar symbols to one of the shrines you went through. There was animals and things
Yeah.
of that nature.
Yeah. Yeah, so we've already done that room, I hope. Right the gods, I bet there's a bunch of statues, like, upside down or things we have to turn. Walls of history, boring. Let's leave,
We've also
leave that one to
seen
Orvex.
a fountain already, haven't we, in this dungeon? A couple floors up.
Yeah, we did next to where the shield, the north of the shield,
Yes, I drank from that fountain.
gave you a boon of some kind.
Yeah, it made me into who I am today.
With that knowledge,
Scramble really stares hard at Jex.
I mean, it gave me some temporary hit points.
Yeah, interesting choice of words. That's all.
I'm just dramatizing it, dude. It's what I do.
Is there
I
any
sort
reason
of
for me to roll an insight on that statement?
Go ahead, roll an insight, but I'm not rolling deception.
Phlebe had a question, and yes, Scramble, roll an insight check because it's just funny. Oh,
Big
you have no
4.
idea whether he dramatizes things or not. He's an inscrutable mystery to you.
That's very frustrating.
You're just like, now I know he likes to put things on for a play, but that's what he does, so he could be lying the whole time.
Maybe everything I know about him is false.
He could be playing both sides.
And he'd have to tell me. How else would he wouldn't be a genius otherwise?
Phlebe had a question.
I sort of peer over Scramble's shoulder and look down the corridor to the west.
To the west. Okay. What you see to the west is
Custard cream?
Let me. Are you guys in the same room?
No, I was just
No, he's-
hoping that he'd be able to yeet one for 20 miles or so.
Okay. All right. So what you see, Fleeb, is firstly a long corridor with 2 double doors at the end of it, and secondly, you notice the sort of forearms of 2 hulking figures standing in alcoves on either side of this corridor, about 20 feet down. They look armored. They look kind of mismatched armor and kind of very, very mismatched. You also notice... Actually, no, you can't notice from this angle. You just see the sort of edges of their forearms and a bit of body sticking out.
As a side effect, I stopped concentrating on that wall, by the way.
Okay. You hear dimly in the distance.
And
I think the noise filter probably took it out. Imagine crumbling in the distance.
well, we'll soon find out if the door's gonna hold. Should we head down this way?
Let's.
Which way are you gesturing?
The left door. Left. The one I just looked down.
Gotcha.
Also take brains off me. Okay, so I'm happy to step forward and through, but I step forward, I step through Jax and round and head down the corridor.
Okay, as you reach that point, you
Lovely.
notice a how do you describe it? A long spiked chain rests on the ground. As you've gotten closer, you've examined the ground more closely, and you see that there's this chain that attaches to each of these hulking creatures around the neck, and it's a spiked chain that spans the width of the corridor. It's on the ground at the moment.
A spiked chain.
Attached to each of these hulking creatures' necks on
Necks.
either end is lying limply on the ground in front of you.
Okay.
And it's
Come
a
on.
10-foot wide corridor.
Sounds
What?
dangerous.
Sorry, I was just reading something.
There's a spiked chain lying across the floor attached to 2 big guys' necks in the rooms.
I'm effectively I'm looking at what might be a trap, but I don't know what to do about it.
We should
Spiked
make a plan.
chain across the floor, attached to the necks of these 2 figures either side. They're statues. They look like statues.
They don't appear to be made of stone, but they're not moving at the moment.
Right.
I would say...
Do they have intelligence of 4 or more?
Yes, you do. If you use
Yeah.
that, you get surface thoughts, don't you, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I will say the surface thoughts you hear are stand, guard, stand, guard.
Okay.
That's what you hear.
I would try and dig a bit deeper, but I imagine that that's not a good thing to do on guards, because if they notice it, they'll come running out. I'm saying there.
What an intriguing concept.
Do you
we
say
try it?
anything, by the way?
Yeah, I'm talking through my idea here.
As in, you tell us that they have conscious thoughts.
Yeah, I'm telling you what they're thinking.
So golems. I sort of try to peer at one of them. Are they clay?
Golem doesn't usually. It's not usually intelligent, right?
You can make a perception check. And Caesar, as you get closer, you notice that they resemble very strongly the creature you saw from the balcony above.
Oh.
And then technically it's Fleeb who wins the bet.
Fleeb said it first. So Fleeb saw it. Which let
Which
me
means
check my
Scramble
notes.
wins.
Which
That
means
would
Scramble
be me,
wins.
baby.
So these are the fleshy golems covered in mishmash armors. And that sort of
Yes, exactly.
thing. Okay.
I'll take that.
This is
4
them,
gold
boys.
4 gems, boys.
Well, we've got the shield for this. Do we step back, feel the shield, and
Keep our metals
Do we just
away.
want Scramble to try sneaking past and see what's down the corridor?
Well, there's gonna be something down the corridor, isn't there?
well, I suppose he could try
We wanna
sneaking past.
start a
We're
fight with
all
these.
here anyway, so we can
Well,
always
hang on,
fight them
before we
anyway.
do this, I don't
We could
wanna
dissolve
touch
their
it,
chain.
Is the chain attached to the ground, or is it just?
No, it's
laying there?
attached to each of their necks, but it's
Yeah.
laying
It's laying
limply on the ground.
right? Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
not, but it's not attached to the ground. It's just attached to the either end of these golem things.
You don't see any attachments at the moment. No.
Yeah.
Are they
okay.
wearing like a ring around their neck that's attached to, or is it just looped around them?
No, it's wearing like a collar thing.
I don't think using a shield on these guys is a good idea because surely it would
Set
break.
them free.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll appreciate that.
I mean, we could.
I mean, I'm trying to. The new plaque doesn't really give us any information, though. Technically, the old one we wouldn't have passed this one yet. So, is there anything on the previous one that matters? Don't think so.
Well, I could try and probe deeper, or we could just try and sneak along.
I mean, it's just a question of what causes them to activate.
I could maybe find out if they don't.
I think what Caesar does is get one of the gems out of his pocket and just throws it down the corridor.
Well, I
In
jump
case there's a
back and-
frog down there.
No,
Okay.
well,
You take out a gem, you throw it down the corridor, you hear it go clink, 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 clink.
Did the guys move? No.
They do not appear to move.
I mean, it's
Okay,
I
Scramble, you want to
expect
sneak
they
up?
would. Not really. I fully expect that crossing this threshold. I assume something living crossing that threshold is probably the cause then.
Well, should I try and delve into their limited minds then?
I will step back before I do that. I don't want their first action to be hitting me in the face.
Yeah, do they know that you've done it?
They might.
They might. They don't necessarily.
I think in theory. Okay, probe deeper. They know
so
I'm
they have to
probing
make-
into their mind, but they might not know that like I'm a person that's there.
Fair enough. They need to make a wisdom saving throw, right?
All right. Well, let's all step back a little bit in case they start jumping around.
Yeah, I'll put my shield to fly,
Wherever I need to be.
and I'll stand as far away as I can. But I'm focused on their mind, so anywhere that's as far away as I can be within 30 feet, that I can still sense their minds.
Okay. They're going to make wisdom saving throws against your DC
Yeah, I'll
of
do just the
16.
one on the left at the moment, I guess.
Okay, cool. But it's definitely 16 DC, right?
13.
Oh, 13.
It's
Why
attached
is
to
it
the
giving-
helmet.
Oh, because it's the helmet. Yeah, okay. All right, with a saving throw of 6, you are able to delve deeper into their mind, the one on the left, and you see visions of, like, blackness. And then you see 2 doors opening in front of you, and a variety of weird dwarf creatures arrayed in a room beyond. You're seeing from this creature's perspective, presumably, and it's a workshop room filled with tools and steam and pipes, and then it flashes out, and you see nothing else.
So were the things I saw in them were creatures similar to this?
No, the creatures that you saw arrayed before the viewpoint that you had, because this was a first-person vision, were like dwarf creatures, whereas this thing is clearly bigger than a dwarf.
Okay, but a bunch of them.
Dwarf creatures, yeah, like 6 or so.
Okay, so maybe they made this.
Didn't we see something right at the start?
with little,
You saw something-
a small
Someone
creature, yeah.
saw
Yeah.
someone saw a small creature right at the start.
Yeah, someone
As
did.
well, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think it was Caesar.
They have a tendency to look over the banisters.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to do my best to describe the what I've seen to the others.
A memory.
Workshop sort of thing.
Also, why are these 2 guys standing guard when we've seen one patrolling?
Well, one of them might patrol. These guys are standing guard.
It means there's probably more of them then.
Yep.
Ah, maybe Fleeb didn't see that first then.
But I didn't see that one. I've seen
Mm.
these ones. like, if we're gonna have to recognize the one that only one of us saw, then I think we're gonna be onto a bit of a losing game there. But, right. Do we want to try a different corridor, or do we want to try and smack these guys in? Like we have the ability to reveal the shield, facing the shield towards them.
Yeah.
Also, Fleeb, you notice a bunch of tiny eyeballs watching you from the purple fungus to your right or to the north of you as you're on the,
Can we kick these
the sort
eyeballs?
of balcony.
Oh god! Ugh.
What happens if we kick the fungus?
You're asking or doing?
I mean, if there's one poking out right next to me, I'm gonna like shuffle my foot at it.
Does it flinch?
Shuffle your foot at
mean,
it? As in, like, try to push it away?
Yeah, just like nudge it
Okay.
with my shoe.
Okay. It sort of bounces around and keeps staring at you.
Weird. I get distracted by this and sort of play with it for a while. Make it
Can
boing.
I arcane check on what the hell this thing is?
You're trying to determine what it is. I
Yeah,
would
is it
say-
magical or is it a creature? Is it?
Yeah, make an Arcana check. This sounds fun. Okay, with an 11, you're
Hang on a
confident
minute,
that. Sorry.
Hang on, I'm a bit confused. I should have plus
What?
9. But, oh right, so I literally rolled a 2. Great.
She rolled,
wow.
Yeah, you just rolled
Okay.
really poorly, yeah.
Okay,
God
so
damn
okay,
it. Ugh.
with an 11, you get the sense that this is arcane. It seems to have occurred, obviously not naturally occurring in nature, because it's registering on your arcane radar, let's say.
Arcana
But-
sphere.
But you're not sure what it's caused by. You're just confident that, yeah, some arcana shit is going on.
Like, I know it sounds stupid as I stare at an eyeball,
Oh,
but I suspect we're being watched.
wow.
Jax and Orvex also see eyeballs popping out of that
Oh,
little
hello.
patch of purple fungus.
Am I here?
Hello here.
Yes.
Yeah.
we
I
can hear you.
disconnected.
Oh,
The
back.
eyeballs make like a little sound each time they come out.
I
Just
wink,
when
I wink
Fleep
at one
said,
of these eyeballs.
wink
when
at-
Fleep says, I think we're being watched, I'm just like, wow, really? As I poke this eyeball.
Does hold on, one thing at a time. Does Caesar wink at them? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I want to see whether it winks back.
Oh, trying to seduce
Okay,
the eyeballs. Good plan.
It blinks back at you, which could be interpreted as a wink because it's an individual eyeball. As Jax pokes his eye, you notice a slightly longer eyeball at the end of a stalk pops out a couple of feet away, and you notice it emits a beam of energy at you, Jax.
Oh, what a...
So,
Well, we'll see.
well, it tries to. We'll see what actually happens. So roll a d10 for me.
Okay. Just gotta switch back my set.
Okay, with a
Five.
5. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, with a natural 20. That means you take half of this black beam of energy basically hitting you in the chest. So,
What, out of the eyeball?
yeah, out of
Oh,
the stalk
shit.
out of the secondary stalk that emerged. So, sorry, I'm just doing a bunch of maths. Oh, goodness me. All right, so you take half of 43
Oh my god.
Wow.
necrotic
21.
damage.
These eyeballs are just doing that out of nowhere. Alright, I pull out... I'm gonna take a more defensive stance. I'm pulling out my oil from my bag, because I've lost my lantern
Okay.
now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna pour a trail of oil over this purple stuff, and then duck around the corner. I'm like, everyone come around the corner.
Which corner? As in up the
you're
Like, back
stairs?
onto the stairs, yeah.
Right, back up the stairs.
This
Okay.
could only go well.
We can leave a little bit of oil on these two segments of purple stuff. And then
So are you going all the way up the stairs to the next level, or just on the staircase of this
enough
level?
that we're
Round
not
the
in
corner
line
up
of
the
it, so
stairs.
it can't I-beam us while it's burning.
Okay. So
Well, you're
what are you
lighting this
doing
thing,
now?
So you should be in the
Throw a
front desk
torch
'cause you're
down.
lighting
Yeah.
it.
Throw a torch down and then back up.
You're the one lighting it. You shouldn't throw it past us.
No. There's not enough room on the map for us to.
Okay.
We're a bit further back, but yeah. I throw a torch to light the oil, or leave a little trail of the oil up the stairs, and then whoosh.
Okay, so as those two patches burn, you notice they do disappear, but you also notice an eye stalk emerges over here and shoots another beam. So
Oh,
you need to roll a
I burned
d10,
that
Jax.
one as well.
Show me, point to where it is.
So I put oil on all of these sections, and then got out of
Oh,
sight
sorry,
of
I
the purple
apologize.
stuff.
I meant this one over here.
Oh, can that see us?
I meant the nearest one that you didn't burn, basically.
We're trying to move.
fuck.
Oh, in that
uh,
case, a different one shoots at you.
We're just trying to. Is
That's
there a
fair.
way to take
I was
cover,
trying to
though?
say the nearest one.
Yeah.
I just assumed you meant the ones there.
Yeah, was there a way to take
so
cover?
yeah.
Because we were trying to do it in a way that we were not visible to any of the purple stuff when we actually lit it.
This stalk wasn't there before. It emerged and specifically looked that way, as if. Let me explain in more detail. What you've seen beginning at the start of this exploration was
Yeah.
a series of little eyeballs. Eyeballs just sort of looking at the end of tiny little stalks. And those were the ones that you were poking and playing with. And then after you
bigger one,
poked it, and then a longer one came out of nowhere,
out of
seemingly knowing
nowhere.
exactly. Yeah, seemingly knowing where you were even before it emerged and targeted that area specifically.
Yeah. No, I thought the long one came out of the purple stuff, as well.
It does come out of the purple stuff, but there's no sign of it being there, and then suddenly it's there.
But I mean, so when we're lighting this, we're trying to be in cover from any of the purple stuff.
The purple
Oh,
stuff is
well,
everywhere.
that's
there.
that's impossible. That's,
the purple
that's
stuff is
totally
everywhere.
There's
impossible,
no
yeah.
wall here. Is that-
Unless you, well, that's just a wooden balustrade, so it's not really
Oh,
cover.
okay. I couldn't
But,
really tell because of the big black.
I mean, you
didn't.
didn't
Oh,
know
sorry.
what the repercussions of that action were, so
Yeah, this is fine. Like,
No, I know,
yeah,
I'm just-
there
I
is
just,
an eyeball
you know,
that has been revealed.
yeah.
This is what this
Yeah,
is what
no,
we're
I just thought we
fighting.
were
We're fighting
behind
a
a wall
creature that
and
is spread
covered.
everywhere.
That's my bad revealing. It's just like a big open space, the
Void
same as
again.
the
Okay,
game
yeah, no.
before.
Yeah. I thought we
cool,
might have been
so-
at the bottom, and there was like a tunnel where thought was
Yeah.
trying to do it in a way to avoid that.
Yeah, let's say that now you know that it can see this part of the staircase, and roll a d10 for me.
Okay. 9.
Ooh, 9. Okay. In that case,
Money beam.
give me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. 22.
Oh wow. Okay, nice.
Oops, sorry,
Holy
Get
shit.
advantage on these saving throws?
No, I just accidentally had it left on.
Okay.
Luckily, the 22s are on the first slot. Although, actually, yeah, from that one.
Sorry, there's a large amount of thing for me to read. There's a provision in this spell. If the creature is a creation of magical force, I suppose like unseen servant or something. Cool. So basically, this beam is gold in color, let's say, just because I decided, and it just misses your ear and vaporizes a bit of stone behind you.
Ugh, that's
Okay.
Fleeb. Fleeb is the bit of stone. Sorry, no, Caesar's the bit of stone behind me. Cool.
So don't touch the
I just
purple
turn
stuff.
I just like tilt my neck and the beam goes fast.
Nice. I'm glad it worked out that way. That was funny.
I'm gonna turn around and be like, hey guys, you should probably mess with the purple stuff.
Seems good, dude.
well, it wasn't doing anything until we started touching it. So
just leave it alone, and maybe it'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Are those patches gone now?
Yes, let me... I mean, you can draw whatever you want to indicate that they're gone. The 2 that you burned are definitely gone.
I mean, if we leave a trail, we might be able to burn it all away, because we don't necessarily want to be watched by weird
I
purple
went over
laser
to-
eyes. Yeah, you
Whoopsie.
did.
I meant just to be
You
like,
also notice the one that
please.
attacked you, Jex, the longer, beefier stalk, retracts back into the purple stuff as if it was never there.
Right.
As in, leaving no trace of its presence.
So, it
Didn't
worked.
realize it was leaving presents.
We could do this
Well, I
safely.
mean, it's purple stuff.
If it doesn't
suddenly
react
turns
to
into a
being
Christmas episode.
if it doesn't react to us
So,
pouring oil on it, we could
Back
get
to
rid of
these
this in a...
weird golem things, I guess.
Am I dropping again?
I like how we're getting freaked out by their little skipping rope that they've got between their necks.
Well, yes, and the fact that they are clearly sentient.
It's more the hulking monstrosities next to them than the.
And now the idea that there's sort of like what's it, so like beholder-esque eyeballs that just sort of wander out of some goo and fire at stuff.
On that point, I want to clarify that the noises that those beams made were pew 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 pew.
Oh my word, we're in a
Great.
sci-fi RPG now.
Laser beams.
Sorry, am I back in?
You
Yes.
are.
My internet keeps going out. It's very annoying.
Yeah, I had that recently. It was super annoying.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I was saying if it doesn't react to being oiled, we could get rid of it more carefully so that we don't have weird purple eyes watching what we're doing, reporting back stuff to some bad guy.
okay, so yeah, so I have a tendency to agree with that. That makes sense. Or at least get rid of the stuff that's in this, because if we're gonna deal with these guards, we probably should deal with the stuff that's at least able to see us.
Yeah.
But there's stuff further along, right? Over
Yeah,
there.
I mean, but we can deal with it a bit at a time. We
I
don't have to
I have an agreement which, if we can deal with the stuff that's on the at least on the balcony, that's at least less possible chances of 40 damage necrotic laser beams.
And we
Yeah,
can
I
just
mean,
be careful
especially
about
if-
what we say around it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I
eyes,
mean,
not
Fleep,
ears,
can
but-
you mage hand this oil onto it? I've got a couple of jugs of oil for my lantern, so
Good point. I probably can.
I can help you out. I've got mage
that way
hand
we
as
can
well.
leave. Oh yeah, sweet. If you guys do that, then I'll give you the oil. We make a little plan to do the oil like whoosh, whoosh.
It's 30 feet, so it's actually not very far.
It's across this
1,
whole
2,
area, right?
3.
The whole balcony.
No.
My bonus mage
1,
hand
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh no, it's
Nowhere near.
40 feet
Yeah.
across.
So yeah, we'd have to go round.
Okay. Well, if it's
anyway.
not reacting to getting a bit of oil poured near it.
Well, I will go round and pour. I'll take a flask and I'll.
Yeah, just
pour-
be ready
I'll
to
go
jump out of
round.
the way if one of those things
Yeah,
pokes out of the ground.
yeah. I'll go round and
I mean,
I'll
we can
pour
do it together, yeah.
oil this way round, and yeah, I'll
Yeah, the
do
little
as
trail up
as
to the top of the
as discussed.
Yep. So we leave a little trail to the top of the stairs, or basically a wick. A little bit of rope soaked in oil.
Yeah.
And then, we'll
And
back
then
up
we
to
go
the
back up
previous
to the
level.
next level, take cover, and light it.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, you light it. You hear and smell a terrible burning flesh odor and the crackling of organic matter.
God,
And
is that you again, Caesar?
it is
Somebody farted.
it is indeed disappeared.
Beautiful. Yeah,
At least
screw
that's
that.
safer.
Screw that purple shit.
Shall we go down another one of these corridors?
As in instead of the one on the left, go down to one of the smaller ones.
Yeah.
Sure, can do. Do you want to go to one to the north?
Yeah.
Okay then. Look.
Sure, we can
Okay.
always come back if we fancy it.
Yep.
As you guys go through that corridor, you see more purple stuff with tiny little eyes watching
Oh
you.
no.
And you also see a giant carved devil face with a moderately sized opening. And beyond it, you see a very familiar sight of the open sarcophagus in a little canoe that you saw previously.
Oh,
Oh,
we've
yeah.
already been here.
Yeah, we did that
that
one,
does
didn't we?
make sense.
Well, yeah, not even open, the open top. So,
Oh yeah, sorry, open topped like a convertible.
yeah. So, just to be clear, this purple stuff isn't intelligent, is it? There's no mind signal.
Have you asked me that already?
Well, I
No.
just have the helmet sense.
Oh yeah, but you said it like I'd previously said that I'd given an answer, but I don't think
Yeah,
I
yeah,
have,
sorry.
right?
No, you
Okay,
haven't.
cool.
I just-
Yeah.
yeah.
You do indeed detect an intelligence from it.
Oh my god. I'm gonna
Well then.
I'm gonna sit here, make sure that no one's like down that corridor. Caesar, get out of the way in case it's gonna shoot you. And I'm gonna try and probe its mind. Well, does it have
Ooh.
surface thoughts? The purple goo?
its surface thoughts are, goodness me, what the hell would its surface thoughts be?
Squelch, 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 squelch.
Sorry, all right.
What's this?
It would
Who's
be.
this?
It would be. Its surface thoughts are. No one can see me.
I'm gonna probe its mind now.
Okay, so
It makes a
wisdom saving
DC
throw.
13 whiz save, yeah.
Okay.
See what this guy's wisdom is. What's the wisdom of purple goo?
Purple goo.
Quite good,
16?
apparently.
I think a 16 saves, right?
Yeah, wow, +7 for purple goo. That's better than me.
It's a wise ass
It's a
purple
lot
goo.
better than me.
Same, bro.
Alright, purple goo is our new leader.
You hear its surface thoughts just before it rebuffs your probe. Be like, no one can see me. What?
Get out of here. I'm gonna be like, guys.
Okay. Should we
The
keep
goo.
going round?
I'm just telling you guys. The goo can think. This is thinking goo.
No, you mean
It's like them
stinking goo,
fighting
bro.
words.
Okay, well.
Yeah, now that I know this, I'm gonna like just combat roll past the opening and spend as little time in sight of the goo as I can. Ugh. Thinking
Yeah,
goo.
let's try and get to this south door.
Actually, I'm gonna
Okay,
roll
you're
back
in
over and
four.
just like with a piece of charcoal, just add an extra message to this saying the goo can think.
That's funny. Okay, sweet. Sorry, let me get. You're going over to the south tunnel, but
Cleve, I'm
not
gonna let
making that
you
much
think
progress.
about the philosophical ramifications of this discovery because I don't want to.
Whoop.
Okay. You see a staircase leading downwards as well as a corridor leading to a T-junction.
I shimmy up to the T-junction
Yeah, let's see
and
what's
peer
down here.
right.
Naturally, take
You're right?
Let's go with the map right, so I peer east.
Okay.
I appreciate that
will
would be my
describe-
left, but
Yeah, that's fine. You see some
I
more
peer- no, not that
purple...
ah,
Some
feck.
more purple fungus with little tiny eyes looking at you. And you
Hello.
also see something else, which I will describe thusly. You see this clear little bit of water. It just seems to be hanging out down the bottom there, like little puddles.
Walk through water with weapon in hand.
And then I peer west.
Okay. On that direction, you see more purple fungus and dead end. And yeah, that's all you see.
I guess I gotta step in this goo. Walk past this goo.
Yes.
I've lost track of you. Where are you?
I think he's hidden under Caesar.
Yeah, I'm under Fleeb. Sorry, I'm in the doorway with Fleeb.
Cool.
Okay,
Sweet, alright.
he sort of ducked under my knee.
I mean, it's a 5-foot square, and we're allies, and I'm a halfling.
Yeah, seems feasible to me. Cool. You see thusly.
Go forth with
So-
weapons drawn, I
With
suppose.
weapon in hand, yeah. Well, should we look the other way and see if there's a weapon that we need to take, rather than just one of our own?
As in, go and investigate the dead end, you mean?
Yeah. Well, just. Oh, sorry. Is that a dead end?
Well, yes, it
What,
was
what is
described
that
as a
little?
dead end.
What is that little divot in the wall?
You'd have to go and look.
Okay, I'm gonna skirt around the goo.
I,
Do we want to
I-
de-goo
I've-
this whole floor? Do
I've-
we want to like go around and de-goo as much as possible? Just
I have a feeling you've got a phobia of this goo.
it thinks, dude.
To be
It
fair,
thinks.
it did do. Like, if that bolt hit me, I would have died.
Yeah.
Like, that-
Fleeb
there is a
just-
fair
Fleeb just,
reason.
like,
Start it then.
Fleeb just sniffs a necrotic energy
It's
from
like,
across the room. Is like,
damn.
yep, that's lethal.
Okay, Jax, what you see is a tiny crawlway, about a foot and a bit, or in that range where you'd have to really shimmy through.
Dwarf-sized.
In you get.
Caesar from the distance.
Come on,
Foot
lad.
on Jex's ass, like pushing him in.
Hold on, I've got a better plan.
You gonna shrink someone?
No, polymorph.
Why don't you send your servant round?
Because it's dead.
What?
I can only get it once a day.
Oh.
I got it for free from being a halfling.
Wizard problems.
I could turn into a snake and look down here.
Yes, that would help.
That would make it a lot easier. I mean, I'd be
Oh, that's
in a
true,
lot
actually. I
better
see what you're
position
saying.
to go through.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
You will also have the
But
problem whenever
actually,
you need
no,
legs.
because I can lose concentration if I do it on myself, and that would be hard to get back out. So we should snake someone else up.
What? Oh.
If I'm polymorphing myself and I get hit, then I can lose concentration and go back. Whereas if I polymorph someone else and they go in and get hit, then they can just turn around
So,
and
so
come back.
is it actually physically impossible for a human to climb through this hole, or is it just tight?
Oh no, it is certainly possible that a human could get through. It's just tight.
Very tight.
Yeah, like, when I
Compromising
said it
I
was.
mean, I would go through
Yeah.
it if Jex really doesn't want to, but
It's just, it's just that if I get hit there and stop being a snake, then I could be in a very
why
bad
do you
position.
want to be a snake to go through this?
Because it's way easier to navigate. You don't. But if you're going in there and there's anything you have to deal with while you're crawling through a tiny hole, it's going to be really difficult. Whereas if you're a snake, it's going to be normal.
Okay, Caesar gets on his belly and starts doing the worm through the through the tunnel.
Okay. Well, just before he gets, I'm going to polymorph him into like a big constrictor,
Okay. You're
Can I
now a
contest that?
constrictor.
and we're going to
Spell.
tie. Wait. Do you not want it to
No.
happen?
No.
Okay.
I think you
okay.
you can
I'm,
do a
I'm
save.
talking
Is
about
con
with you.
save?
I
Yeah,
mean,
no,
if you want to do it to me, fine.
No, I mean,
but
if you're just going through, I thought you were just being a goof before I did it.
no.
I thought you were getting yourself ready to be polymorphed.
No, I'm just doing the worm.
Okay, well, should we tie a rope around your leg or something in
Style
case you
points,
get...
bro.
It should just have
Or are you
this
just
image
going?
of him
Going?
banged around some tubes. So you yank on a rope.
Yeah, okay, I'm asking him, like, hey, should we tie a
But it
rope to you?
depends on
And
whether
he's
you
just
can
gone.
tie a rope to my foot whilst I'm doing the worm and going away.
No, I
from
mean,
you.
if you've just gone while we
Bye.
discussed tying you a
Okay.
lifeline,
Okay.
then you're gone.
I sort of go. I better go after him.
Wait,
I
please,
grab.
should we tie a rope around you?
Yes, I just
Okay.
I tie it around my ankle and then kind of die. I sort of look back and there's just two eyeballs in the goo, just sort of looking at me, and it's like, all right, and I just try and squidge myself into the hole.
That's amazing. Okay, so just let me remember. I'm trying to remember. You were inhabited, Caesar, by the rabbit?
Yes.
Okay, sweet. Cool. So you're getting something attached to you, Fleeb, is that right? Before you join?
Yep.
Okay, so you're following behind.
Same
Caesar,
system as before.
pulling on the rope
Yeah.
system?
Yeah.
Okay. Caesar, you get, as you
Or, just
fearless,
yell.
Caesar, as you fearlessly strike out into this tunnel and move slowly doing the worm, you feel inspired, so you have a D10 of inspiration,
Thanks.
and you see before you the face of a snarling minotaur, etched into a sheet of iron that bisects the crawlway. Its eyes appear to have been cut out, potentially letting you see through it.
Quick check.
Mm-hmm.
How big was the shield before? Has that gone in with him? Has that fit in?
Yeah, the
Clang,
shield-
clang,
Rust
clang,
shield.
clang, clang, clang.
I'm gonna say the shield is about 1.5 feet in diameter, and the tunnel is about that same diameter, so it makes a lot of scraping noises.
Okay. He can
It's
just
like
rust
under
his way
my
through.
shirt, yeah.
He's
So,
got
so,
a
there's,
plug.
so there's a grate in this crawl space, effectively, that's shaped like a Minotaur's head.
A grate? No, it's like a sheet of metal that is completely blocking the way, except
great
for
sheet
the
of
two eyes that have been cut out.
Okay, I make my wormy way up to the eye holes and take a peek. Is
Okay.
it there?
You see the tunnel continues beyond. And that is where we will end the session. I am so excited about this
The murder
tiny
tunnel.
I mean, I just love how much conversation and, oh, by the way, at this point, you all level up.
Yes, I can use the staff of striking and turn into a goat man now.
I now
also-
have the opportunity to learn spells while inside a tunnel.
Your your backup guys should also level up. That makes them 9.
9.
Right?
Ah, sweet.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Right.
glad that they
So-
are also adventuring.
They're
They're
doing
just like
stuff.
the level
Background.
above us. Like.
Yeah, so I
Just
realized
behind us.
after last session, I was like, I really want to become a goat man, but it's not worth attuning, like losing an attunement for. But I realized that because it's a staff, at level 10 I can take the druid cantrip Shillelagh and use it with the staff, so I get to roll
Nice.
charisma to attack.
Sounds
Stay
dope.
to attune to it though.
Yeah, we'll have to take a short rest.
Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. If you have any suggestions or any ideas that we should incorporate, things you want to hear more of, things you would like to hear less of, just let us know at thewronghandspodcast@gmail.com. So THEWRONGHANDSPODCAST@gmail.com.